Hello guys, today I'll be showing you how to write an extremely long equation that cuts across two columns of an article in LaTeX. What we need to know is when you use the normal form of writing an equation with the begin functions, it doesn't actually give you the flexibility for the equation to cut across the columns of that document. So there are some extra packages that we need to use for you to be able to access this functionality. Here I'll just give you a brief description of these packages. Because we are using equations, it's obvious that we need to use this AMS math use the package. We need to use this package. Also, when trying to use an equation, when trying to implement an equation that cuts across the columns, you must also make sure you use this package cutted. It's a very important package which helps us to achieve this. So what we need to do is, what happens when we run this? First of all, let's try to save this document. Let's try to save this work and build this and see what it's going to give us. So we can just save it as equation.tx. Okay, let's see what happens when we run this equation. It's a very long equation, complex. I don't even know what it means, guys. Bear with me. So let's try to build this equation. Okay guys, it actually gives us a very nice looking equations here, and it's obvious that the equation looks nice. But then what happens when we populate this document? What happens when we add up content? That is when you really realize how messy it is when we're using just the normal equations in writing very long equation in a 2-column document. So what we need to do is, let's try to populate this document and see what happens. I'll just use some dummy text here. Head onto my browser. I'll just say Lipsum. I'll just use some dummy text and populate our document and see how the equation is going to behave, guys. Okay, just copy this content, Ctrl+C. Then I'll come to my document. I'll just paste the first option. I will paste it here, and again, just to make sure the equation, we really see what we're talking about, we're gonna paste again after the equation. Okay, this is just a dummy text that I've used, guys. So let's try to run this equation and see what happens. Let's view it. Let's actually build it and see what happens, how things become so messy for us. Come on. Okay, now this is our equation. The equation becomes so messy. So what do we do for us to be able to cut across this equation in this 2-column document? What we need to do is, we need to use there is this special command we need to use. I'll show you in a bit. We need to use the strip command and the align command. So let's first of all use the align command. Say begin curly bracket align. Okay, I will always advise you guys to use an asterisk at the end of align, just to make things look nice. Then we use the end align, and we make sure we use the asterisk as well. Now we notice that even when we try to introduce a break, maybe a break line, a line break rather, after, so that we can break this equation, it doesn't work when we use equations, like when we use this special function equations. Let's try to run it and see if this line break is going to work. Obviously it doesn't work. It even gives us an error. So let's take out the line break again. Okay, let's take out these equations. Let's take out the command, the commands of the equations. After introducing this align, we need to add the last command, which is the strip command. So we say begin, say strip. This actually helps to give the equation a flexibility. We end the strip command. Let's try to run these equations and see if it's going to cut across our 2-column document. Nice and looking good. Okay guys, you see it comes out so nice. So in case you've been struggling to write out an equation when you're writing your article with a 2-column document, make sure you follow all the steps and everything will be done perfectly. The equation is going to come out so nice. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you share, also comment on the comment section below. Let me know what you think, guys.